And we're back. I don't recall what's been filmed today. I just finished yesterday's clip since the actual clip for yesterday was gone. But finished up the 540 today. Seat trims, that's what took forever, installing the left side button panel and cutting everything out of the leather. But they're in, they're glorious, they're comfortable, they're heated, and most importantly, they're quiet. No more rattles, no more put a paper clip in a tin can and just vibrate it over any sort of road condition unless someone were sitting in that seat. I was just, the last 2 weeks having to drive with the comfort seats, I was just so annoyed. At every stoplight, I was like beating the shit out of the passenger seat and it would not shut up. I took it out, I looked underneath, I took the back panels off, I took the switches off. Everything looks fine. Why it rattles, I will never know. But those things are gone. Let's turn the camera around, get a light, take a look at these new beauties.
We got more bounce in California than all y'all combined. We got more bounce in California.
And we're gonna come in the passenger side as I've got a little bit more room over here. Car's filthy minus the wheels. Oh, the wheels were totally refinished. I don't remember if I filmed that. Take a look at that. Freshly refinished style 32s. And as close to factory as you'll get without buying a new one. And by the way, you can't buy new ones, they don't exist. All of them had some minor curb rashing and minor wear from people not cleaning off brake dust. These are not perfect. If they were for the M5, I would send them back, probably. But they're damn good, and they're more than good enough for this car. I did all 5, do the spare as well, so that's back in there. Adjusted the tire pressure, they rebalanced the tires. I have not noticed anything feeling out of balance with the tire. They almost look chrome shadow in this light. They're not. So, seats, E38 Sport Contour, 18-way, with that genuine Dakota leather, which is so soft, supple, matte, comfortable, just absolutely beautiful. And they did the piping on the E38 seats, which don't match the rear seats, but I really couldn't care less. Seller included fresh seat side trims as well. And if you see smudges and fingerprints on everything in here, that's because I have not had time to wipe down, detail the interior since I pretty much tore the entire center console apart yesterday. I actually haven't sat in this seat yet, so we'll hop in here. Oh, they're just so much more comfortable. They're more supportive. They're taller. They're heavier. They're just a much, much, much better seat. And with fresh pads and leather, they really, really look amazing. And they matched the, you know, kind of the BMW signature stitch line, double stitch line down the center. That matches really well. They fit in all the little contours like this. This will bug me. That plastic piece cracked, so they're like 40 bucks. I got to figure out how to put that on. Should be able to be done inside the car, so I'm not too worried about it. Center console's back together. Everything looks pretty. Now I'm looking at the steering wheel, which is still original. It's like, hey, maybe we give Kobe wheel a try here and see how they do. But correct me if I'm wrong. I think that would be a full center stack for a non-M car. The M car adds a sport button. I don't think the E39 was ever offered with active seats, at least in the United States. So that would be 2 more buttons, maybe. But we've got the sunshades, DSC, PDC, and now heated seats. Both heated seats work beautifully, get nice and warm pretty quickly. Keep it on 3 for about 2 minutes, and then you tone it down to 2. And after 10 minutes of driving, you've toned it down to 1. So the benefits are I get much more support, new leather, less noise. I retain the comfort style backrest that articulates in the center. I retain the big plush cushy headrests. We add bottom seat side bolstering. We add the adjustable thigh extensions. All the motors work. There's no twist. I would say I'm very happy with this retrofit so far. So the only wiring I had to do was actually connecting these switches to the seats, and that's 2 wires per seat. 1 is a power wire, and 2 is a signal wire that tells the heated seat what stage it's set to and how much heat to output. There's also a ground wire that connects to a grounding block under the carpeting under these seats, and then in pin 24 on the seat connector. But looking inside the seat, pin 24 is vacant. So I've wired the harness for it per the diagram, but it must be using some other ground within the seat because everything worked before I even hooked that up. They're definitely a little weird looking. Initially, I thought these seats were kind of ugly because the shoulders stick higher than where the headrests go in, but they are so much more comfortable and really fit the style of the interior, I think. As they wear in, they will get a little glossier and a little shinier and a little darker, and they'll just better match the rest of the interior that has 120,000 miles on it. But for now, the whole car smells like fresh leather. I'm happy as a clam. Larissa and I just got back from dinner. Naughty Barrel as usual. About 11 p.m. here. We got to get to bed. We've got Cars and Coffee tomorrow. We've got our second anniversary is next Tuesday, Larissa and I. So we're celebrating this weekend. Memorial Day weekend, one of my favorite weekends. Not a good time to be in San Diego. It's straight mid 60s and just gloomy, cloudy as hell in the morning. This marine layer, May gray, June gloom does come in here. It is real. We reap the benefits in the fall. We have a lovely September and October, but summer kind of has a slow start out here on the West Coast. I'm not going to complain too much. I do not have to shovel snow. Cars and Coffee tomorrow, maybe brunch. It'll be fun. I'll talk to you then. Good night.